So every equity split is basically a prenup, except nobody treats it that way. You trust this person, your friends, your family. Why would you need paperwork for that? And that's exactly how it builds up. I promise you, by the end of this video, you know the 4 exact ways people guarantee it happens. There's a line Charlie Munger uses all the time that I really respect, is the inversion process. Instead of asking how to build equity that works, ask how you guarantee it blows up in your face. That's basically what I'm going to talk about in this video. And I know this stuff cold because I sat in a courtroom over it when I was 15. It was a power struggle inside my own family business back in China. While the business has 30 plus years of history and I'm the 3rd generation, almost all the fights we had were about money and control. And none of that was written down clearly because we trusted each other. Family, right? By the way, if you're new here, I'm Jenny. I'm the founder and CEO of Growth Quotient, helping business owners grow with real strategy and leverage. I spent years in strategy consulting, and honestly, this exact problem is one of the most common ways I've seen business fall apart. In this channel, I share about what actually works in building business and wealth, no fluff. If this is useful, don't forget to subscribe and hit like. Let's get into it. Okay, quick concepts before the list, because you need it for what's coming. So when people say equity, they're actually talking about 3 different things all bundled into one document. Ownership rights, that's just whose name's legally on the shares, the titles basically. Then control rights, who actually gets a vote, who sits on a board, who can hire or fire a CEO. And then cash flow rights, who actually gets paid and how much when the company makes money. Now, lawyers would tell you this isn't some strict legal category, it's more like a mental model. Technically, one share bond is O3 by default, but it's the model that actually explains why fights happen. You can own something and control none of it, or control something and barely get paid for it. Pretty much every equity fight you've ever heard is just people who disagreed about which of these 3 they thought they were getting. Okay, and here comes the 4 ways I see people blow this up. Mistake number 1, split it 50-50. I've got a founder friend who did this. She started a business. For the first month, she got $40,000 in revenue. It was real momentum. And then she brought on a partner, split it 50-50 because it felt fair. A few months in, they started disagreeing on directions. Neither could outvote the other, so it's a total deadlock. They ended up settling it with an auction. No rules agreed on beforehand. Done so badly, she actually lost a coin flip and had to name her price first. The other person just took it. She got pushed out of the company she started. And here's the actual fix. And it's simpler than people want it to be. Don't split it dead even. Someone needs a structural edge. 51-49. An extra share, a casting vote, is not about who deserves more credit. It's about making sure the company can still make a decision on its worst day. Mistake number 2, give away equity for something you could have just paid cash for. I did this myself actually early on. I gave a marketing consultant 5% equity for what was basically a 3-month project. So advisors usually get somewhere between 0.1% or 1%. Well, 5% for 3 months, not even close. Because needing a skill doesn't mean you need a partner. It means you need to pay for a service. Equity is the most expensive thing you ever hand out of your company because you're not paying once, you're paying forever out of every future dollar it ever makes. And then mistake number 3, hand over full ownership from day 1. No vesting, nothing. So a client of mine did this. He handed a co-founder 1/3 of the company from day 1, no vesting. The co-founder gets code feed around month 6 and left, and just keeps the entire 1/3 forever for 6 months of work. And here's the fix, and it's honestly pretty simple. Vesting. Equity gets earned over time, not handed over all at once. Usually 4 years, with a 1-year cliff. If you leave early, you walk away with whatever's actually vested, not the whole stake. And put it on yourself too. Because if you leave your own company, you shouldn't just automatically keep everything either. That's the one clause that would have saved my client's 1/3. And then the last one, and this one's the quiet killer, no written agreement. Just a handshake, because you trust each other. Well, trust is not a contract. This is the one that actually got my own family business, like I mentioned earlier. A trunk of company's shares and rights was never clearly defined in any document. It was just a verbal agreement between family members way back at the start. It was fine when the company is small, but as the company grew, and that one undefined piece turned into a fight over who actually owned what, who actually decided what, and it ended up in court. And here's my suggestion for the fix. Treat it exactly like a prenup. Even when everything's great, even when you love each other, you spell it out in advance. the vesting, the buy-sell terms, who decides what, and why the split is what it is. Not because you're expecting a fight, because you're planning for the worst case while everyone's still calm enough to plan for it. So for mistakes, split it evenly with no tiebreaker, pay in equity what you could have just paid in cash, skip vesting, you run it all on a handshake. Any of these alone can drag you into years of lawsuits and drain the company dry. So fix these before you need to. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. See you in the next one.